Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your tarot reading. Hope you're all doing well. The past couple readings, I've been kind of looking at the cards first. Well, I'm a little all over the place, but I kind of had this plan in my head that I'll be looking at the cards first and then talking to you guys. And that has worked very well, but I forgot to do that this time. And I'm kind of experimenting. Let's see what happens if I don't look at the cards first. But I will say, when I was shuffling your cards, I got this very good vibe, good energy. I don't know. I literally woke up depressed. It happens sometimes. I feel like it's related to grief. I've been dealing with some intense grief, so no one died, but other kinds of grief. And this morning was hitting me hard, and when I was shuffling your cards, I felt this let's go, excitement energy, and that's really cool. I felt uplifted, even though your cards are, they're good. You have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Best card ever. Who doesn't love, especially in this deck? This is probably my favorite Two of Cups I've ever seen, just because of the yin yang sign. And I'm obsessed with this artist. What's his name? K. Steventon. I'm obsessed with his work. So this is just amazing. So I don't know. I'm just showing off the card. I want this artist. I'm giving this artist promo because his work is amazing. But alright, but I will say, what I was saying is, it was uplifting fun, even though you have the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So that's interesting, because Ten of Swords can be a really good card, even though it's one of the more negative connotation kind of cards. Okay, so even though it's one of those more negative connotation cards, I find it to be a really good point, because I find this card to be the card that represents the moment when you have played a destructive pattern over and over so many times that you've reached a breaking point where things just have to change. That is further confirmed here with the Tower. We have the Tower. Something happened. Some form of destruction. Something is coming in, and it's shaking things up a little bit, or a lot. The Tower is kind of shaking things up a lot. But then around the Tower, we have the Strength and the King of Pentacles. Two cards that represent very strong characters. So I feel like this is all happening here. It's all character building, strengthening. Princess of Swords. So curious, because I don't really the princesses confuse me. The decks that have princesses in them, I get really confused. I'm not sure what it means, but it's a more feminine, more young energy that is thinking. So it's maybe that kid, I was that kid, the kid that was just kind of shy because they were in their head overthinking things a little bit. because there's the kids that play and they have fun and whatnot, and they just aren't really worried about anything. But then there's the kids that just worry. I mean, if you grew up with parents who worry, it's a little bit passed down, or sometimes it's just in the genes. But yeah, that's kind of the energy I get with this card is, a younger and maybe even more undeveloped traits of an air sign. So overthinking, anxiety, running away, being unreliable. These are kind of the things I'm getting. Maybe this is the part of your character, Sagittarius, that's being a little bit shaken up right now. Maybe it's because of like a divine partnership that's bringing turmoil to a part of your personality. I mean, yeah, just someone who is either a soulmate or like a karmic partner that's meant to strengthen you and teach you. And not necessarily in a way that is negative. It just, yeah, and we have the sacrifice card. I'm getting that something is coming in as a disruption, and where I'm coming from is, I don't know that, like, sometimes the people that come in as to disrupt, they're not necessarily meant to stay there. It's not necessarily our like end all be all, like what we're going to die with, but like this person is going to be significant somehow. So, and for some, this person is your soulmate. I mean, Two of Cups to me is such a soulmate card, soulmate energy. But we have the last quarter, waning earth moon. Okay, so last quarter waning is right like around the time of the new moon, right? Okay, wow. This is right. I was about to say this is a time of sacrifice, right? Time to give something up. I feel like the new moon, I mean, the full moon is a release. It's also just, I guess, going back to the basics, like, right, and like, I'm talking about from the full moon to the new moon is a little bit going back to the basics. Giving something is giving up so that something new can start, right? We have sacrifice, so something's being given up right now, in order to give way to a new start. We have the waning air moon. There's parts of your personalities that you've really held on too tight, that have to do with the more air side of you. We all have all four elements within us. Maybe some people are completely missing one element. I'm not sure. But with all the planets and all the things going on in the sky, I feel like there's always the four elements happening. And we all have, like, even if you're an air sign, you have water in your chart, you have earth, and you have fire. And you might have more fire than you do air. You might be more fiery of a person than you are an air person. So the air qualities, Sagittarius, that are within you, the indecisiveness, the, talking, the word vomit. I don't want to speak. I love air signs. I'm mostly air myself. So I'm not here. Like, I love the air element. So easygoing, so light. The ideas are flowing. It's an open channel, there's no resistance. It's an open channel, and that's beautiful. But it comes with, when we're so open and we see all the possibilities in front of us, we can sometimes start to question, what direction do I go in? And as in fire just does, right? They just do, they just go. And with an air, we're going to think about, and there's sometimes we get trapped in that thinking way too much, right? And not moving enough. It's important to move forward in life. So I think you're releasing parts of yourself that you've held onto for a long time that have kept you from moving forward because you're so stuck up here that you can't move. So that's being released during this time. You're doing amazing, sweetie, and I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Bye. Oh yeah, and before I actually sign off, I will put my Depop name down below. I do, I do personal readings, and I will be selling my art in the future once I have some stuff I want to sell. So keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.